Hello farmers, here we are selling our wool in the rain in the nighttime. Can I get all my cash please? There we go. So I'm getting almost I was getting almost $9,500 per pallet of wool along with the other pallets of wool. Yeah, so $946 per 1,000 I think the money got up to in the wool. I said, yep, we're selling it because I need the cash. But yeah, we're still in the same evening as we were last episode, and just been doing some things here and there. A lot of things actually but I've been doing while it's been raining. Trying to get my last pallet off here. There we go. I need to turn traffic back on too. I turned traffic off just because, well, I was trying to sell wool and traffic was coming on the corner. And, you know, just annoying the heck out of me. But I sold all the wood chips up at the wood chipper. The total on that got up to $200 per 1,000, so I sold that. I cut down a row of trees up there at the tree farm, so the logs are just laying there. They need to be brought to the wood chipper, but these are ready to go when the wood chipper does run out. The weeder got done working in the lower west side. I brought the weeder already over to the east side because I know there's going to be weeds here in the morning. Well, at least I expected to. I kind of forgot I was going to do a test over here, so maybe I'll do it over here on the weeder to see if the weeder has crop destruction on it. But I'll have to wait like 2 growth stages to find out if it does or doesn't. Yeah, we got finished seeding our fields over here. So that's all wheat. Yeah, it should be wheat was what we did. And then, of course, we had a contract in field 33. I seeded that field of canola, and we got paid like 15 grand for it. When I went back up to refill our seed drill, it cost me, we'll just say $2,000, but it was $1,999 to top off our seed drill. So basically, I profited $13,000, but we'll minus $1,000 because I had to pay a worker for like an hour to seed that field. So, oh yeah, the other thing else I did, our hog barn was full. And instead of selling all the pigs, I filled up a trailer, so that's 84 pigs. I dumped off a load at the meat processing plant, so 18 pigs topped off our meat processing plant, and I sold the rest. So we still have 423 pigs in there. I just want to help beef up our manure and slurry a little bit by not selling over pigs at once. But overall, their stats are not looking bad. I don't really have to feed them or anything like that for a while. Tomorrow we got horses to sell. These horses right here, so we'll have a good income to start the day on. These horses not yet, but the cows. How are we doing on the cows here? Yeah, they could probably use some food. But I also went over to the Total Mix Rations mixer. I topped it off, like I told you last episode, with the hay and the straw. And while I was waiting this evening, I've been going over here grabbing some silage and dumping it into the TMR mixer. So we should have tons and tons of TMR by tomorrow or whenever the cows need it. I have tons of it now. But the thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to log off. I'm going to pay $165,000 off that loan. That'll leave us with $100,000 in the bank account, which is more than enough that I need. But I always like to start the next day with a little bit of cash. And also, if you see the forecast, the rain should be stopping soon as well, changing over to sun. So hopefully tomorrow morning we can sell our horses, get new horses, and continue the harvest up here in the upper plateau. But let me go pay off $165,000 of this loan. We're not going to get no magical number here. It'll just be lower than the $33,905,000. So let me log on to my bank account. I'll take care of that, and I'll see you down at the house, and we'll sleep through the night and see what the morning looks like. Well, home sweet home after a long day's work. Time to hit the hay. Well, not the hay in the field, but let's get some sleep. That's what I want to say. Yeah, so our bank account, as you can see, down to $100,000, and you might be wondering what does the loan look like now. It's $33,740,000, so chipped away at a little bit. Let's see, it's 9:30, right? Yeah, 9:30. So if we sleep 9 hours, we should have daylight. So loan interest below $95,000, good to know. Property income $6,000. Wake up in the morning with $13,000 in the bank account. Not too bad. The sun is out. Beautiful. The first thing we do in the morning is we got to check some of the market pricing here. The main thing, cotton, because we got lots of it. The price at the spinnery that's like one of the best prices I've seen in a while. But we're waiting for our self-marketing price to get back up to near $2,000. The price for wool did not drop overnight. That's kind of interesting. Eggs, that price is not really the greatest. Milk, we definitely want to check out milk. That price is rather pretty good, is the word I guess I'm looking for. Wood chips still at $200. That's interesting. I probably got a good enough amount of wood chips. Sugar, man. We got tons and tons of sugar. Yeah, that I may even sell at that price. We got so much sugar. It's starting to get just a little bit laggy over there again. Nothing like before, so I'm nothing to be concerned about that. Washed potatoes. How are we doing on washed potatoes? Okay, so $2.65 is not bad at the bakery compared to. Wait, I went by it. Where is it? Yeah, so it's almost like $100 more right now. So I'm hoping that the washed potatoes does well at the self-marketing, which right now really stinks. But that price is dropping, so maybe when it goes back up, because I do want to harvest. Well, I do want to harvest the potatoes because we got them, but I would like to try washing them and selling them and getting them for a better profit. But the main things I'm looking for right today is the sugar price. The bread price is not bad either. I'm sure those factories are full, and we should have horses ready for sale. Yes, we do. I got the truck already at the barn and brought it over last night after heading to the bank. Should be these horses right here. Yes. And the good news is it's 8 horses, so I should be able to fill the trailer full completely. I hope they don't mind getting their hooves wet just a little bit. There we go. They're fine. They're probably a little startled here first thing in the morning. But this is going to make our bank account look really good to start the day. But I probably also should double check on, hang on a second, contracts for field 33 and 35 in case I'm fertilize. Yes, I will accept that contract. Fertilize 35, I'll accept that contract as well. That is an easy almost at $55 million. Yeah, we'll be done here in no time. $55,000. So we'll get started on that in just a moment. I'm pretty sure, like I said, our fields over there, I got weeds in them. I can see weeds in field 34 growing already. Just trying to see, that might be wheat or barley over there. We do know that's canola there because, well, I planted the canola myself. So let's head on over to the market, livestock market, give these horses a fun little ride back to the stables over there. We train the horses, well, our worker train the horses as well as we can, so let's get our $400,000 is what we'll get for them, but then I got to spend $40,000 back to buy 8 horses more, so yeah, we make plenty of cash that way anyways. Alright, so 8 horses out. Let's just go ahead and confirm that right away. And now let's dive right back in here. And we'll buy 1 of each just because it makes it look better at the horse stable. With seasons, it kind of matters what horses you get. Let's go ahead and confirm that. But since we're not playing seasons, it doesn't matter. Let's get all the varieties that we can. And go put them back into the nice little horse stable for 10 days. And I'm glad you don't get emotionally attached to these animals. In real life, I probably would. They'd be like, oh, I don't want to bring these animals back. So yeah, already $375,000 in the bank account, and the day has just started. But basically, yeah, I think we could have easily like $300,000 in sugar sitting over there, which I got to go over to those factories pretty soon and take care of that. Oh yeah, and I haven't turned the traffic back on just yet either. So let's go put these horses back in the stable first, and we'll head over to the factories, make sure our bread and sugar factories are up and running, which I'm pretty sure they're full by now after sleeping for 9 hours last night. They should have plenty of barley and sugar beet in there to continue working after we take out all the pallets. But definitely not going to sell any of them just yet, because I want to see if the price gets better, and maybe, fingers crossed, a great demand. That'd be wonderful. I wouldn't even care if it's up at the agro wholesales or agro wholesales. That's the farthest sell point away for us. So like if sugar up there was like $1,000 per, I'd definitely bring it up there. I'd spend the day, forget harvesting our crops, bring the sugar on up. and get a boatload of cash, because like I said, I got tons and tons of pallets of sugar. And plenty more to go, because I still have 410,000 sugar beet in the silo over at the hog barn to flip into that sugar factory. Not as much barley, but that's fine. Let's try not to get the new horses in the water. They're having a rough day as it is. Alright, see if I can get this in here the first time. And then I can leave this parked right here, because those horses will be next. So bought them for $5,000 a piece. Now they're worth just under $3,000, but within a day they're worth a little bit more than that. Alright, so let's jump on over to... I think it's going to be this one. Haha, I got the right one. Let's get him started on field 33, and he can start fertilizing. And then we'll head on over to the John Deere. He should be pretty much all set up to start weeding. Because yeah, we can see the weeds in our field here. I want to take care of those right away as well before I forget. Of course, we have the new weeder from the new DLC pack. It's twice as wide as the in-game one, and the speed is the same, but we had the modded weeder that went twice as fast. So basically it's a wash for us a little bit, if you will, on how fast the job probably gets done. Actually, it might be a little bit faster because I have to turn around less, make less passes and turn around, so it may save time that way. Alright, so you can go ahead and get hired and fertilize. So this would be a nice, like I said, $50,000 to fertilize these fields. Yeah, so oats and canola, that's nice. I would not mind harvesting either one, to be honest with you. So I do have the John Deere on here now. The first time we were using this weeder, we had the class Axion down here because the John Deere was busy spreading fertilizer down. But now, definitely want to make sure we use the John Deere, because the John Deere does have narrow tires on it. Now these crops are not going to get damaged because they're only in the first growth stage, so we'll have to wait until they hit the second growth stage, and then we'll just drive the weeder around the field. I won't be weeding anything, but we'll be interested to see if the weeder actually destroys any crop. So I've probably been pronouncing this name wrong, and I probably should have checked the name on it again at the website and see how it's pronounced. I'm going to try. I think it was Bolgart. No, that's not right. That's not. You know what, Peanut? Just shut up and continue doing your work today. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So this Volvo truck over here, yep, there's all of our sugar pallets, and then of course we got bread pallets. It's just a slight little bit of lag over here, very little. So I guess we can keep the name Lagville just a little bit, but then again, I got tons of pallets over here. I mean, that's just the sugar beet, the sugar and the bread that you're seeing. You also forget we got grapes on the other side of the fence, and we also got meat on the other side of the fence. Let's go ahead and turn this on and yoink those out of there. Okay, make sure I turn this off. Guess I gotta start another row. And those can go right there. Push those over a little bit. And now let's go take care of the bread. Hopefully that is full as well. It should be. Greenhouses look like they're okay for now. Let's go ahead and turn this back on. And then if I just drive right up the center, it should get them all on the trailer. Just like that. Go over the curb. Hopefully I don't get stuck, because once in a while I do. And then we'll pop these right there is good. Yoink. And I said yoink. I don't know why, but I did. And there we go. I should have enough for a full load of sugar beet pallets, or sugar pallets. How is the bakery actually doing? Yeah, so see, I got plenty of sugar beets still in the silo here. I probably should sell these signs right here, the global company signs. Yeah, I don't have much barley left, so I'll come over here and grab that later on. So I think we got everything taken care of in the lower plateau that needs to be taken care of. Let's see, we got our factories, they're up and running. We're doing the contracts, we're weeding our fields. Yeah, so let's go ahead and I think I brought the tractor already down here. Our combine sat out in the rain all day yesterday afternoon and last night. Got a good wash out of it. Oh, I haven't turned traffic back on. That's fine. We'll leave it off for now. We'll go a day without traffic. I probably should just turn the header on before I came in here, but now I'm trying to line up. That's not going to work. Spin her around. So the rest of my goal is just to get these two fields right here harvested, put into the silo, and later on I'll probably do a worker up in field 3 because that's a little bit bigger. It does take a while to harvest that field, and by then we'll probably working with the animals, doing something else because we got plenty of stuff to do around here, as always. But already the way to start this morning is great, so that we know already by the time the end of this day is over, we'll be paying off more of that loan. My goal for today, let's see, another $700,000 will get down below $33 million. So if I can get another sell $400,000 worth more crop, which we might be able to if the milk price gets any better, or, well, easy enough. Of course, we got the sugar and, of course, the bread as well. So we got plenty of crop and chances to get the loan below $33 million by the end of this workday, which just gets me a little bit closer to getting below the $30 million mark. I got to set myself goals on this map just to keep myself interested. If we just keep looking at the big thing of like, I got $33 million more to go, that's quite a lot, and it could get you kind of like, that's a long ways to go. So I'm just trying to cut up in little sections. So hopefully, like I said, we get a great demand on something. But if we don't, the self-marketing prices are doing well for us as well. So it is kind of interesting. If you saw, oh wait, that would have been. Let's see. This video goes out on the Saturday, the 14th of March. Yeah. So if you saw the episode, great. What episode was that I harvested on Green Mountain Forest and I had trouble with the header? Yeah. Oh wow, I don't even know what day that episode now. I think that might have been. Wow, that could have been Monday's episode. Wow, almost a week ago then. Yeah, so I had problems with the header on the Case Combine. So, yeah, I mean, this is the same header right here. Exactly the same header. So, but we used a header on the John Deere Combine in that episode, in case you haven't seen it yet. Spoiler alert, a little bit. So, yeah, we had to use a John Deere harvester. Had the same issue with the wheel on the left-hand side of the header as we're looking at it. The header right now, yeah, the wheel would not turn around all the way. So I went to developer mode, and it ended up being the trailer arm that would attach to the combine to hitch underneath. Yeah, when it folded up, the trailer arm in development mode, you could see it was hitting the attach point on the combine of the Case International and also on the John Deere. But I learned a little trick on the John Deere to get around it, but that trick did not quite work on the Case. But the other problem with the Case was our Case International harvester didn't have the horsepower to be able to run the header and go up even a slight incline. So yeah, so that problem is kind of solved for now because our harvest seasons is done on that map for now. But the header on this combine works perfect. But then again, I think this is the exact header for the combine anyway. Contract on field 33 is finished already. That was fast. Let's stop him so he doesn't waste fertilizer on a field that doesn't really need any more. Zip him over here, make sure the boom doesn't hit any trees, because that would be very bad for the fertilizer sprayer. I don't have to get lined up that well, do I? No, you don't, but you're trying to. Alright, hire a worker. Off he goes, and we'll collect both contracts when they're done together. And the John Deere is just about done weeding as well. Yeah, so the bigger weeder, I can see a little bit of a problem is where he's having a hard time, or the worker's having a hard time getting close to the fence lines to turn around, like he did here, and a little bit here, it looks like. But oh well, I need to get back up to my combine and get this field wrapped up here. Well, it shouldn't take us too long. So I do believe also, now we know we got a good amount of money today, even tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, is it tomorrow or the day after? The other horse pen, those horses should be ready for sale. And yeah, we'll have 16 horses to bring over. So that's going to be $800,000 right there. But then I'll have to spend $80,000 to buy new horses. But, you know, we're talking $720,000 profit right there. So that's going to be a huge amount coming off the loan as well. It's looking good, looking really good. Then, of course, like I said, we got maybe 500,000 liters of milk to sell. And if that price does get up, I think $1,600 was a good price as we saw before. But I'm going to wait just a little bit more and try to get greedy on it. I mean, the milk's not going anywhere. It's not going to spoil. So if I sell it today, I sell it today. If we don't, you know, maybe we'll just wait for a great demand. But trying to get the great demand for the product that you have at a certain sell point, that might be a far reach. I think I can, yeah, I got plenty of room in this combine to go ahead and get one more headland done out of here, and let's go empty into our trailer. So I'm not quite sure what I want to put back in for a crop up here just yet. I think we did sunflower last time, right? Was it sunflower, then soybean? So I think the next crop would be canola, or was it canola last time? I don't know. Let's just see what we got for crop in storage. I got a good amount of soybeans, sunflower, canola. So yeah, so it looks like canola might be the next one. Wait. Helper E is blocked by an object. Oh, yeah, the tanker is there. Hello, tanker. How you doing? So I can do this. We'll get them lined up just a little bit out of the way here. Oh, you know what? I'll do the strip over here. I thought about, I'll just leave that there. I'm like, well, you're right here. Let's just get the strip over here right now. Well, that weeder looks huge. Now, I was thinking at first, I'm like, that looks just like a steel cable that goes across and kind of anchors those. But steel cables are pretty, depending on the diameter of that steel cable. And really, we're just pulling up weeds. Alright, we'll set him off on a worker here, and he'll be done again pretty darn quick. So the heck with it. Let me finish this strip here. Then I'll get him over on the other field and he can start working that one. I'll meet you back up in the upper plateau. I'll be in the masher, and we'll continue our harvest up there. Well, we should be all squared away in the lower plateau for a little while. I got the John Deere over to the second field, weeding that one. And of course, we do have a worker fertilizing field 35. They should be done in a little while. I will try to get down there and stop the worker as soon as the contract is complete. That way I don't have to waste more fertilizer in the field. I don't need to fertilize anymore. But yeah, that 50 grand is going to come in handy. Put us over $425,000. That does sound nice. And yeah, we'll just keep on continuing. Like I said, I'm going to get this field harvested this morning and that one over there. That's kind of my goal. And as long as it doesn't rain for a couple more days, we should be fine. I wonder if these fields need anything. I don't think so. I think we didn't. We just put some lime down not long ago. but I'm not going to be able to fertilize them first before we seed them. So we'll have to seed them and then wait for a growth, and then do some artificial fertilizer on the first growth stage. The cows just start not making the manure just fast enough to produce enough manure to do the lower east side and also the upper plateau. That's just too many fields for them to produce. I think I need like 130,000 liters of manure to do the 3 fields down below. And will I get that in a couple days' time when those fields are ready again? Let's see what those cows can do. But the good news is that we found out that that cow pasture can hold another 250 cows. So by the time they just keep reproducing, they're going to produce more manure, and eventually it won't be a problem every 2 days for them to produce enough manure to supply. Let's see, there's 5 fields up here, 3, so all the 8 fields that we would like to do. As for their slurry, well, yeah, we're just bringing the slurry to the BGA, turning that into digestate. So basically what we do is we get money from the BGA for selling them the slurry, and then we take the digestate and we bring the digestate and we bring it to the garden center and get a little bit extra cash that way as well. And as for the hogs manure we use for all the greenhouses that we got over there. And we use the hogs slurry to fertilize the 3 fields over there. So everything has its purpose. There, so 2 more passes on this field. We can wrap this one up for today. Then we get to the one over there. So yeah, the sheep paid off pretty well last night. I think ended up selling like 110,000 liters of wool. I had our 10 pallets of 10,000 liters each, and I think I had an extra 10 pallets of the 1,000 liter pallets. If it wasn't for those modded 10,000 liter pallets, man, we would have had a lot of pallets sitting there. I definitely love those modded pallets that we have for the eggs and for the wool. It's good because you can just let them sit there forever and a day. Just makes work a little bit easier. It's kind of funny when you think back to like Farming Simulator 17, the way in 17 chickens were a mod, right? Chickens weren't in the base game in 17, right? I think it was a mod if I'm not mistaken. In 15 chickens were a thing. Am I getting that backwards? I don't know, it seems so long ago now, doesn't it? Farming Simulator 17. But yeah, right where that shed is right there, in Farming Simulator 17 on this map, we had the modded chicken coop. And I think we had 3,000 chickens in there. And you just had to go in and... Oh, look at that. They got done just as I got done. You just had to go in, grab the eggs, and it would go into your quote-unquote backpack. And then you go sell them at a farmhouse somewhere. So we got done with the contracts with basically no fertilizer, sprayer, not herbicide, liquid fertilizer left in the sprayer. So that worked out just perfect for us. I will go top it off just to see how much it is to top off this tank. So we're going to get like $55,000 for spraying these fields. And I think it costs like $12,000 to fill this up. Something like that. Let's go find out. Where's the John Deere at? The John Deere is like 60% done on that wheat field right there. Then we can move them over to the last one. Yeah, because I am kind of interested to see on that weeder if that is row crop tires. But I think those tires are probably going to damage the crop. I think they are. And this is going to be herbicide, and I think this is liquid fertilizer. I use Jim's stuff enough, I should know by now. There we go. I think it's 12,000 to fill this up. It's been a while though, because I'm usually not empty when I fill it up, but today we are. Actually, I don't think it's even going to be that much, is it? No, 9,300. And of course, we get in return, yeah, we'll just call it 55. And those are the only two fields that we do contracts on around here. Let's go park this up. Then we'll head back up to the upper plateau, empty out our combine, and we'll head over to the, I guess we can call that the sheep pasture field, I suppose. Yep, $425,000 right on the nose. Ish. It will be another $5 that worker's going to charge me. Make sure I get it underneath the shed here because, you know, we don't want any rain getting on it. Just notice, yeah, that worker's not getting close to these sheds either. I can see some weeds there, sir, or ma'am, who's ever working the weeder. That's fine. Nope, wrong machine. Kind of. Yeah, this field does not need to be limed or plowed at all. Let's go dump our soybeans into here. And I think what we'll do is when we go harvest that field, I'll speed up some time and maybe I can find some tunes for to play with you like I always do. And we're up to that field in no time flat. And hopefully we can get it done in the next, by 11 o'clock in the morning. It's now 9:30 in the morning. I think I should be able to get it done by 11:30. It's not that big of a field. So let's get right back to work. It's nice knowing the traffic's not on, so I don't really need to work. I don't look for them that often anyways, but it's nice to know I can just really just zip out there and not have to really be concerned about it at all. But anyways, let's see if we can get this field done by 11 o'clock in the morning, which gives me a little time to get things squared away. And then we can figure out what we might be doing in the afternoon hours at next time.
I was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of where we have been. Sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make. And I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 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 We've been in two places all at once. Wish that what we said would come undone. Feels like our minds have been turned off. Haven't seen each other for so long. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make. And I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 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 You and me are moving. Make sure we get through.
And I was hoping to get done by 11, and well, it's going to be just about 11 o'clock, won't it? I'm hoping I can get the rest of this crop into the combine. It is soybean, so it's not going to yield the greatest, but I don't have that much space left in here, but that's not a big deal. The trailer's just over the hill. We can empty it and finish the harvest up. The question is, I don't know if I can get all this crop from the combine into the trailer either, so it'll be interesting either way. But 3 of the 5 fields up here done. like I said, the other 2 fields, I may just hire a worker to get those done while we work elsewhere, or we could be harvesting those as well, because really I don't have anything to do in the lower plateau until at least tomorrow. So yeah, the afternoon I kind of do have free to myself, if you will. So we might harvest field 4, which is in the northwest, and have a worker do field 3 while we do like crops, sell crops or product, or take care of our factories, maybe sell some stuff. I'm just going slow because I don't think I'm going to fit all this in here. It's kind of hard to see with all the dust flying out of the back of the combine what that total actually is. But no, we got it all in there. Perfect. Okay, I was at 97%, looks like, so had enough room to do a little bit more. And for now, we'll park the combine here. I don't think it's going to... that should all fit into the trailer, right? Yeah, that should all fit into here. So while that's going on, let's just check the market. Like I said, I really want to watch the milk. I mean, it's almost $1,700. That's pretty darn good. I definitely want to keep my eye on the cotton. If that price at our self-storage, or self-marketing, sorry, gets up to near $2,000, that's what we're looking for. That should go up at some point today, I would think. And everything else, well, we're just keeping an eye on the sugar price. Oh, that's why I want to see the bread at, well, the agro wholesales. I said, I don't care if it's agro wholesales. Yeah, we'll be selling some bread in the afternoon, looks like. Trailer got up to 95% full, so it's almost like working out perfectly with these 3 fields and soybean. Let's go dump this into the silo. I don't know how much crop I got up here in this silo. I'll have to look at the electronic gauge outside of the silo. I forgot. I think the silo can hold 200,000 liters. I think. Of soybean or any crop that we can put in here. Our John Deere did finish weeding out the second field. Oh, I got plenty of room up here for soybean. Alright, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, capacity is 200,000 liters. The sunflower and corn. I got a lot of corn up here. That'd be for the pigs. So I got plenty of room for the crop that we have left up here. Let's go ahead and turn this off here. Just do some teleportation around here. How is this looking all here? Yeah, everything, we're fine on fuel for a while. Logs, I still got 55,000 liters, but like I said, I got a row of trees I cut down right there, ready to be put in here. And the wood chips, well, I'm back up to 82,000 liters of wood chips, not bad. As for weeding, well, yeah, I got to weed this field, and maybe I'll keep this one here for when we test the weeder itself for destroying crops. Let me just jump on down here. We are almost full on the pallets of sugar beet, so I'll have to take care of that. And the bakery, oh yeah, the bakery. I do need to fill up the bakery. The barley is over at the other silo, so need to get that barley over here. How much barley do I have left over there is the question. I mean, do I have enough for a trailer? I think I probably 170,000 liters I got around here. I assume most of that is at the other silo on the east side. So, yeah, we'll get the bakery back up and running because that is pretty crucial right now since the price of bread is going up. And, of course, I can't jump over this stupid fence. I'm not that athletic. So, yeah, I'm going to go over, grab some barley, get that in there right now while I'm thinking of it. Because, yeah, I'm pretty much done recording for today. And I won't be back on this map for at least a few days. So I don't want to forget about it, so I'm going to take care of that now. But that's where we're going to wrap up today's episode, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time right here in the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.